for... Yo, I'm gonna drop a dwarf here. Dwarf. Big. Man, I can't legend swap. It's too laggy. Strip. Pull. We give might. We have 25 might now. Strip. Pull. Immobilize. Road. Elite. Cleave. Let's go. I rode again because our stab is blinking. I'm going to dwarf when they push. I'm going to lack now because lack is running out. I elite up. We cross. I rode. I might. I CC. I'm going to now strip. Immob. I'm going to pull on tag. Keep them nice and close to me. I'm going to might up here. I'm going to elite. I didn't get a good swap. Honestly, I didn't get a good stop. Yo, I've got quickness, so we're just going to hit the hammers here. Spinning hammers, and we're just going to literally remove all stab, dude. Like, 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks. If we've got quickness. Multiply this by X amount of Renes and GGs. Nice. I'm going to hand res here. I'm going to strip again. Might. I have quickness, so I want to get some range pressure there. We're going to CC. I'm going to strip again, then swap for elite. Strip a lot. Swap for elite. Road. Now we got quickness, boys. Yes, we got quickness. So I get that short bow 4 again. Now we're going to CC again. Now we hit a lack. Now we swap. Get the 25 energy on swap. We're going to strip again. We're going to get quickness again, boys. I'm going to go and pull. I'm going to mob. We got this, boys. It's easy. I'm going in, boys. I'm going in. I'm going to feed. I'm going to feed. Not yet. Might. Okay, we get the road down. Oh, shit. Are we losing this, boys? Are we losing? I'm getting hammers up. I'm going to cleave here. I'm just going to cleave. Okay, I'm now going to mob. We get might. We get a lack. Okay, let's go. I'm going to pull here. Okay, we strip. We got a CC next. Let's CC on the bubble. I'll do a quick run through the build one more time, and then we call it. Selly leadership, concentration infusions. We got triple expertise infusions. 1 piece of bringer for extra expertise. 85% boon duration. 50% condi duration. We get the rest of the boon duration with bounty sigil. Once we got 25 stacks of that, we got full 100% boon duration. Nullification on mace. Playing mace, sword, and shortbow. And we got nullification absorption on shortbow. Sigils could be changed. You could go for like quickness sigils, rage and celerity. If you don't have quickness source in your party, but you're really relying on Chronomancer here for the quickness, which Chronomancer should be playing. There's no reason for him to not play that. Time warp and null field, and quickness on shatter. Different runes you could play, but then you're going to lose the boon duration and expertise, so it isn't worth it. You're tanky enough on this build. You have just underneath 3k armor, so we are using Relic of Zephyrite with boon duration. You're going to pump out protection and resolution on your elite. Combine that with dwarf elite. You're going to have 50% damage reduction, and then it's going to be another damage reduction source on top of that with some covering boons. And as you can see, I'll pop it for you now. This is just with 85% boon duration, but when I've got 4 stacks, it's going to be like stupid duration. But yeah, this is the hybrid Renegade build that will be meta. You'll be seeing more and more of them in Wild vs. Wild. 1 on its own is not very good. 2, not very good. 3 starts warming up. 4 starts getting spicy. 5, oh my god. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, you're going to destroy any boon ball and anyone that's AFKing in front of you from range. And if they decide to push your face, you can stop the push as well. Why? Because you're brutal. Your brutality trait line. Devastation, Invocation, and Renegade is the trait lines. You've got Nullification for Boon Rip and Absorption. ICD on those, but still very, very, very strong. And you're ripping stability every second. If you've got Quickness, you get Quickness on Weapon Swap. So just remember that. Not on Legend Swap. On Weapon Swap. Combine this with the fact that they've removed and nerfed stability on Chrono and some other classes. The uptime and cooldown has obviously been it's been nerfed and increased. So less stab. Well, you can remove the rest of it pretty much. Most stab's going to be like 5 stacks. If they're not like spamming all stab on first push. If they are, they're going to lose the fight anyway. But yeah, 5 stacks of stab is probably like the usual that you see on a skill. So if they're rotating stability, you only have to have like 5 renegades to have quickness to remove all that stab, and they can't push anymore. They will use the second stab, third stab, but hey, that's fine. Just wait another second with quickness and you remove all of them again. If you're playing this class in WoW vs World, you're going to be winning. This is the new meta. It's coming, boys. Invocation is just godlike because you're using Demon and Dwarf Legends. Resistance and stability on Legend swap, very, very strong. It's insane. You have really good survivability on this. You don't really need shield, don't really need staff. You have some stun breaks. Pain absorption is 1 on Demon, and your elite Dwarf is also another stun break. So you should be Gucci. Your stab should be good as well with Rhodes, and your party should be giving you stability. But if the enemy does play Renegade as well, it's going to be whoever can strip who first, I guess, boys. Maybe we see Pirate Ship meta back again. Big Hammer Rev meta coming. You've got some selfish traits in this build, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Extra energy when you stun break can be nice. This is the big one while you pick Invocation, the main one. Energy on swap. Make sure that you're below 10 energy so you get that 25 extra energy on Legend swap. It's a must. It means you could use like an extra skill, and that could be like Alacrity. You have boon duration, so you're going to give a lot of Alacrity. As you can see, I have no food and no stacks of Bounty Sigil, but if I pop Alac right now, you can see it's lasting a pretty good time. Look at the cooldown. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Look at the cooldown of this. It's up again very, very, very soon. As you can see, look, it's up already. You don't need 100% boon duration. It's true, but you also give a lot of other boons, okay? So there you go. Resistance is one of them. If you need to use pain absorption, that's a boon. There you go. You give protection and resolution on elite. That's also boons. You give stab road, which is stability. That's more boons. Wow, you have might. Now your F2 is very, very strong. You want to use this after a couple of skills and after basically getting a few stacks of Kala. Once you get that stack, like 5 stacks or something, you're going to get Giga Might and you're going to give 10 Might, okay? But yeah, resolution and regeneration as well. So you've got some more boons there you're giving. Fury, grant Fury to yourself and nearby allies when you critically strike. So you're already nearly giving Perma Fury just by this. 360 radius. And then on top of that, you've got this one. So you're basically giving like Perma Fury. But remember, there's strips in the game, so you can't always rely on perma uptime of boons, because you could get stripped. So there you go. You've got 2 sources of Fury there that helps out. Chronomancer will give you some more Fury as well. You have a lot of survivability with resistance on heal skill and movement skills. These 2 traits are very strong. So if you need resistance to move, you're immobilized. You don't have much cleanse in this build outside of just your legendary dwarf heal skill. So you're reliant on your subgroup, your party, to keep you alive. But you can use movement skills. Mace 3, resistance. Sword 5, resistance. Heal skills. Call to Anguish Leap on Demon. So, yeah. And you also have another resistance source here. Pain Absorption. So, never use this one, by the way. Citadel Bombardment, never use that. It's not worth. Mace skills are mostly for blasting at the start of the fight. Swiftness, if you need swiftness. If you need to burn some energy to get below 10, you can always use Mace 2 or Mace 3, but just be careful of the energy cost. It's only 5, and also is a cast time of 3/4 seconds, so it might be just easier to burn the energy using something better. You might get better value as well from burning it with, like, maybe F1, F2, sorry, maybe the Might one, maybe a Lac. You know, you should always prioritize those over any Mace skills, to be honest. Road, maybe the Vengeful Hammers with you got quickness. It's removing stability every second, so that can be good as well. It might be better just to wait until you have a bit more, like, not swap straight away, maybe just wait again. So say I put Road down as a cooldown, but like maybe I don't have enough energy for Road again, but maybe I have to wait like 1-2 seconds to get Road, and then you swap to get the 75 energy on swap. So you could always wait a little bit and use a skill. Sometimes people use like road, elite, road, and then they swap or something. And obviously if you can fit a lack in, then do it if it's not off cooldown. Anything else to discuss about this build? Not really, boys. It's pretty basic shit. Your job is like old Chronomancer was before the buff to Chaos Inspiration. It's basically you're stripping and CCing. Shortbow 5 is such a low CD as well. It's really, really good. Prioritize Shortbow 4 and 5 when you have quickness and when you've stripped. Other than that, the Shortbow's like not really that great. 1, 2, and 3 not really worth using. But if you want to try and cleave some downstate from range and you don't have any more range skills, then you can Shortbow 3, but not really value, to be honest. It's 7 energy. Probably better just to wait and use something else. If there's Walls of Reflection up, obviously pay attention to that because you don't want to be hitting yourself with Shortbow. Not worth it. Keybinder skill to stow weapon, or don't enable the auto attack. The enable auto attack cast. You can see their control mouse 2 to enable it. You can control mouse 2 to disable it. Yeah, just strip the melee train, stop the push, really. That's pretty much it. Use your skills when you need to use your skills. If you're clashing, Dwarf. If you're going to take damage, Dwarf is insane. If you need stability, look at your boon bar. Check the stab. If you're pushing, do it that way. If you're moving sidewards, put it sidewards. Put it left side. If you're moving away, put it in the direction you're running away to if you need to. If you're in front of your group or behind your group and your group's over here and you want to give stab, do it. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, in Demon you want to be stripping. That's your priority. But if you can see that they don't have stab and you want to pull them, there's nothing wrong with you using the pull and the leap. You can do it. If your team is like getting stuck and you need to cleanse them and your cleanser is actually getting overloaded and your party's getting really stuck, why not help them, support them with resistance? Obviously bear in mind that you will pull condies to you, but you know, you can hope that you can cleanse yourself with either your dwarf heal skill or your team will hopefully be recovered and be in a better position to support you. What else can we say, boys? Taunt is only one target now. It's nerfed, not worth it unless you're focusing leader, boys. Focus enemy leader. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke, but fuck them. You want to win, boys, surely. When to use Vengeful Hammers? Well, basically, when you have quickness up, you're gonna strip stab, right? One stack at a time. If you can't get on top of like the enemy and like auto attack, remember that your attack is only like hitting 3 targets. So, and you might not want to use this for the energy. It might be a waste. Road is only going to be hitting once. So, how can you hit the enemy often? There's not really a reliable auto attack. So, what you want to be doing really is using Shortbow 4, Shortbow 5, and then pretty much after that, if you've got the opportunity to, if you haven't already used Dwarf and Elite, use Dwarf, Dwarf Elite and the Road. But then after that, the hammers are really, really strong. Because you're just constantly hitting the enemy. And basically, you're going to see on the screen a lot of numbers when you put these hammers up. That means that you're hitting them. That means that you've probably got quickness, hopefully, and you're stripping boons. Enjoy this build. Immobilize very strong with the 50% immob duration or 50% condi duration. Do you have a lot of trash condis on this build? It's surprising, actually. If you've ever roamed and fought a Renegade with Selly, this build actually kind of can pump with some condis. If you choose to use some of the condis. But really, you're not really using the condis. Most of the time, it's basically immobilize, the weakness from the road, the chill from the banish enchantment. Okay, so, and then obviously burning slow, burning. So you're actually getting some condis on the enemy, but like that's not what you're doing really. It's not your main purpose. You will do a little bit of damage, but it's not your job to do damage. Okay, this is a very niche role, but you're going to see these more than another niche class or like the build I was playing yesterday or the last couple of days. That's super niche. This one is less niche. It's niche at the moment, but it shouldn't be. This should be meta. This will be meta. Everyone will be running this. One in every party, 100%. Unless they nerf it, which I don't think they're going to nerf it. Unless Roy is watching. Any devs in the chat? You could play different sigils if you want to, like I said before. There's plenty of runes and sigils and other options, but this is just the best. I'm putting it out there. Any final words? Oh, yeah, rotation. Fuck, rotation. I start with Demon and Shortbow. I strip with Banish Enchantment, Shortbow 5. if you're in combat before the fight starts or during the fight, like the committing starts, you might have gained some energy. Then you can use short bow 4 as well. If you have quickness on range spike, then you'll have giga strips. I forgot to say that. And then once you've done that, you'll pretty much have like no energy. So if I show you bomb, you got no energy, right? You'll have like pretty much no energy. Then what you can do is you can then alack and then swap, and you get the 25 energy. Then you want elite dwarf. After that, priority is alack if it comes off cooldown, or just waiting for the next moment to either elite and road again. And then you want to try and burn your energy again, and then go back into a demon again. I would say to use alack while you're in demon because you have so much value from road and elite. And I would also save your short bow for demon as well, at least short bow 5, because you want to strip and then CC. But you can always strip if you've got quickness by hitting the enemy, so you can then maybe use short. So it depends on the situation. Oh yeah, pay attention to your boons. If your party needs might, yo, pump out might with that one. You can give like 10 might. Don't be afraid to use dwarf at the start as well. You might be like, okay, do you know when the situation arises where you're on the gate, you don't know where the enemy is? They might push out. Okay, if they push out, dwarf. Road. Dwarf road, maybe you even want to dodge. Maybe you just simply want to use instant cast or almost instant cast, pain absorption, then dodge. But you don't have any stab and it's only resistance. And so yeah, this one here, stun break, damage reduction, pulsing protection with relic. So that's probably you're probably gonna stay alive with that more. And then if you use that and you need like resistance, then use a movement skill as well. So you can get resistance while you use heal skill even, and combi cleanse. So don't be a rally bot. You can survive on this build, okay? Even without stability, if your party's not gaming, if they're slow to react, just hit your elite, bomb, use this, resistance. What if you get immobilized? What happens then, boys? Well, you just use your heal skill, right? Use your heal. Or what you can do is demon swap, and you'll get resistance on demon swap because you'll be in combat and you'll get resistance. Then dodge. Legend swap dodge. So there's loads of ways to stay alive on this. You don't need like weapons to stay alive on this. Now, will I repeat everything? No. I'll put it on YouTube. But yeah, I think this is the best in slot right now. But you can always adapt. Like I say on every video, every guide, you can adapt to the situation depending on your party, and depending on how your commander's leading and what you're fighting. So GG's, go and try it out, have fun. It'll be on the Discord, the build will be on there. Actually, I think it's already on there. I posted it already. Yeah, go and destroy the boon balls, boys. Party setup wise, you're going to basically want to play this in conjunction with Chronomancer, Scourge, Heal Vindy, and 1 DPS class. Okay? Ideally. If you do not have this party comp, you might struggle, and your party might struggle. So be prepared to switch to Heal Vindy if you need to. I could have done that today at some point, but I'm trying to make a plug for this class. So I'm trying to play this class right now. We already did Heal Vindy already, so we're not going to do that again. But Heal Vindy is very, very strong. So if your party needs it, you might need to play Heal Vindy. DPS Rev is next, boys, maybe. Hammer Rev is next. Yeah, GG's, everybody. Thank you for coming to the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow for Reset, for Relink. More new music, more gaming tomorrow, more memes. Appreciate the views as usual. If you like what you saw, tell your parents, update your Facebook status, TikTok, or whatever the fuck. Drop a follow, like, subscribe, watch the YouTube. I'm getting very close to getting some money from YouTube. I just need some people to watch some videos, hence why I'm making more. I'm so close. Appreciate the comments and you guys keeping the memes alive today. Fuck you to all the spammers. If your name is Spammer, sorry about that. That's just unfortunate. It's just your collateral damage. I don't mean you, but the actual spammers. Anyone else I need to say fuck you to? Oh yeah, fuck Whiteside Ridge because I saw someone say it on Reddit, so I'm just passing the message on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Guild Wars 3. I mean, joke, Guild Wars 2.